Hey there, my name is Julia and I've just come to the end of the 8 weeks Chase Life Intensive program with David and Rachel, and I wanted to share why this was the best thing I've ever done for myself in my life. To understand that, I have to admit that I've been in a very, very bad place before I stumbled across the two of them. I've been suffering from binge eating for the better part of a decade, and I've felt very, very lost and helpless. I've had binges 3 to 4 times a week, stuffing in pizza and pasta and heaps of other stuff, and I felt desperate. I honestly felt desperate because everything else in my life was actually going great. So I'm happily married, I have a great career that I really enjoy, I have a tight-knit circle of friends that I can rely on, but this one thing, this one crutch of emotional eating was like my eternal badge of failure, like that nagging voice that told me, oh, you're such an imposter, you're making out that everything is so great, but then you have this little dark, dirty secret. It was honestly quite shameful, and beyond everything else, it just felt like I was not my true self at all. So I've tried everything under the sun, to find a solution for that. I've done Weight Watchers, calorie counting, reading books like Brain Over Binge, and in a last-ditch effort, I even did a year-long therapy. That went great insofar that I finally understood why I was doing all the binging, like that place of lack of self-confidence, lack of self-worth, anxiety, putting my own needs last, perfectionism, people-pleasing, all that stuff. Well, then I understood why I binged, but sadly that still didn't help me fix it. And for a while after that, I kind of just accepted defeat. I thought maybe it's time to settle for that suboptimal life. Maybe it's, just how it's gonna be for all of eternity now. But through it all, there was this last glimmer of hope that somewhere out there must be a solution to this problem. I can't be the only person suffering from that. And during one of those mad scrambles for finding that solution, I stumbled across Chase Life Intensive, and it might be a very German cliche, but I was skeptical as hell in the beginning. If someone would have told me before starting that program, hey, you can fix binge eating and you can fix your problems within a few weeks, I would have laughed and not believed it. But right now, I am that person telling you that it's possible and that you can have it and that you can actually get those amazing results and be binge free within weeks, not months, not years, within weeks. And honestly, I can't even think of all the good things that have happened to me since I've started that program. I have been binge free for 50 days as of today. I have lost 7 kilos, and I just show up as this more confident version of myself that just acknowledges, hey, I have worth too, I have needs too, and I'm assertive and going for what I want to have out of life. Basically, I've raised my standards to up here, and I'm not ever gonna go back. And I've lost that weight while still being able to have all my favorite foods, and it actually felt very easy and effortless. And although I have still a very long journey to my health goal, I am in this incredibly place that I can already stand here right now and say I really, really like myself right now as I am, with no conditions and no buts. And I have never been able to say that in all of my life so far. I've learned to see and believe in my own self-worth and how to quit that constant nagging self-talk and that negativity. Hey, I wake up in the morning now having boundless amounts of energy and just, the knowledge that whatever life is going to throw at me, I will be perfectly fine and able to handle it because I've got the tool set, I've got the techniques to, just face whatever is coming. And having that knowledge and having those learnings is what really set me free. It's what enabled me to remove this crutch of binge eating for my emotional control for good from my life. And there's just no going back. And yeah, of course, it was a lot of work. Let's not kid ourselves. No such thing happens without showing up with consistency, without being there every step of the way. But luckily, David and Rachel are amazing coaches. The content is easy to digest and to learn and to understand. And they have a really practical approach to get you to those results. And honestly, it has been the best thing I have done for myself. And I wouldn't say I've become a different person. It's more that David and Rachel helped me find the person that I've been all along underneath of it all. And so, honestly, I wake up every morning with this feeling of boundless energy, of inner peace, and of freedom. And I'm just able to enjoy the intensity that day-to-day life now has. So, yeah, thank you for everything.